Well, NIL is impacting more than just your individual deals, as a massive proposition is out there now where a new in-season men's college basketball tournament is said to offer over $2 million in NIL deals. The way this is being worked out, it is being looked at as an 8-team to 16-team event, originally starting as 8 and expanding to 16, will pay out $1 million to each team and another $1 million to the winners.
Oof.
Coaches, collectives, and NIL operators will distribute their earnings to current players. This is the way things are gonna go. It's just, there's so much money, and if all of a sudden you've got the ability to generate money like that, and you've got sponsorships, you've got revenue that you can pour right into this and put directly into players' pockets, this is going to be the invite type of tournament that you're going to get. And if this is the first breeding ground, you have the haves in college football, this is the haves in college basketball.
The one thing that it just gets me now is that, like, this is quite literally pay for play.
Yes.
It is. And they want to play this at the MGM in Vegas. And everybody's going to want to go and play in this thing. And the first crop of teams sounds like a really good field. It's got Bama, Duke, FAU, Houston, Kansas, Oregon, San Diego State, St. Joe, Syracuse, Virginia. But that according to Front Office Sports. But this is the one thing that you're not supposed to be doing. And I know that the NCAA has recently said we're going to back off any NIL-related investigations because of the Dartmouth unionizing, because of the 2 lawsuits in Tennessee and Virginia that just absolutely hammered the NCAA, because of the pending lawsuit in Los Angeles, which could be absolutely devastating to the NCAA, because part of that unionization in LA with the National Labor Relations Board is USC student athletes are saying, we're not just employees of our private institution, we are also employees of the NCAA and the Pac-12. So if that comes to hammer the NCAA yet again, then this is legal, and that this is going to go full steam ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, it's quite literally the only thing you can't do. But I think that the fact that we're getting to the point where this conversation is happening, and it is,
we're going down that path.
They're going to market the you-know-what out of your NIL in every single player that's coming in there for this tournament. And Vegas knows how to do it. This tournament's going to know how to do it. I will be fascinated to see when this tournament is played.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to get, because the purses that they're talking about, this is like NBA in-season tournament level stuff.
Yeah, which lets you know that the NBA can afford more than it's paying for. It's
way more
in-season tournament stuff.
Way more. And that's how you get people to care about it. That's how. That's why the athletes will care moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at the money real quick. I mean, taking $1 million for a team, and you've got a roster of 14.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be equally distributed.
Yep.
If your 5-star guys are getting a little bit more, cutting off a little bit more for those guys, you kind of figure it out from there. The interesting thing is about this, the backing, the event that's running it is Ever Wonder Studio, which is backed by Redbird, which is run by Jeff Zucker, the former CNN boss.
I have no idea what any of that means.
So it's a venture capital firm that is breaking off of news media and featuring sports. And they are getting into the event industry. And I think you're going to see more of these events, air quotes, popping up in sports, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball, whether it's football. You're going to it's the privatization of sports, getting out of the NCAA entirely, and you're going to see an influx of event-based
Look, this
sports
is nothing new. We just have a new player in the game.
Yes.
This is exactly what all the networks have been doing, because they sell it for their own personal gain. There's a reason why ESPN is willing to pony up $7 billion for the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're going to make $14 billion off of the college football playoff.
They're going to make a lot of cash off of it.
They're going to make way more money off of it by selling all the ads and selling. And this is why NIL, if you don't like it, it's the most fair thing that they can get for the athletes, because it is quite literally worth billions upon billions of dollars. And
here's how they get their slice.
There was always guys getting a piece of the pie. Now everybody can get their bite out of the pie.
Now the number's on the table and everybody understands what it is.
Everybody knows it.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to change the arms race in college athletics because there's going to be less money going towards, the facilities. Because here's the thing, like in the NFL, guys are going from college to the NFL, and they're getting the facilities are looking around the NFL going, these are not good. The NBA players are going, my facilities in college were way better, because that's where the money was being spent, not on the individuals. Now the individuals are getting a little bit of that money too, and that's not a bad thing.
No,
I don't look at it as a bad thing at all, because it's not changing the fact that why we root for our teams.
No,
not one bit.
No, it was always there, but it's interesting. The teams that are lining up and how structurally the haves and have-nots are first being put together. It's just it's something to watch, as you will probably see this start to careen towards a path of this is how the NCAA tournament starts going and away from that. So